We have a question
I'm
though.
on the ropes now at this stage, so you have to go easy.
It's gonna be an easy one. We're just interested in the history of your company.
Okay.
It says you started work in '98 and you've been certified by ISO 22000 since 2012, and you started to make fish in 2018. Have you been recertified after that?
Well, the product that's produced in terms of fish product, the certification body will look at that next time they come. It's not covered at the moment.
And the next time is?
I think they're due back, let me see, about February I think they'll be due back.
February. Right now is December, right? So you sent some follow-up documents already?
They normally don't request documents.
They don't request anything?
They would, we've been certified for a few years, so they're familiar with the company, they're familiar with the documentation. They have
So last time you were certified was 2016, you said for 2 years.
That was the first time we were certified, rather than the last time.
Okay, so what happened in 2012 then?
They come every year.
Come every year?
Yeah.
You just said they come every 2 years.
Sorry, I misunderstood you.
Okay, so every year.
They come, well, we're certified originally, and then every year they come.
Could you please show me the certification number?
I can't indeed, I forget. The cert actually is in
It's
the
in the
operations
garage.
officer, the operation manager's office.
And he's sick.
I can get that for you.
You can.
I can get that for you.
You can
that's
get me. Okay.
Anyway, I have the file anyway, so.
It's very good. It's good to be certified for everything.
It is. It helps keep you on your toes.
Okay, let's move ahead. I have some questions about the team, the leads of the company. It lists like this, that every person in here is responsible basically for food safety and quality. How do you delegate work in here?
Well, when people are responsible for food safety and quality, they're responsible for it in different ways. I am ultimately responsible for food safety and quality.
You're the operations manager.
No. In terms of being technical manager. But the operations manager has to support me and ensure that all of the protocols, legislation and so on are being implemented. Now effectively, I police that in the company, and
yes.
Production manager has a responsibility that he's following the protocols for hygiene, he's following the protocols for safety, and that he complies with the requirements. So while he's responsible for implementing it, the production manager, I'm responsible for monitoring it, just to keep a check on things.
An operations manager is just looking over.
Well, I suppose he has the ultimate responsibility if something went wrong. But you can be sure if anything happens and we get a complaint, it's down to me, he will come. And
Did you get any complaints?
We have had some complaints, yeah. We've had a few farm body complaints and a few quality complaints as well. People didn't like the taste of the product or whatever.
We'll like to see those later.
Okay, I have a customer complaints file, so I can get that.
Very good. It's good to log the complaints. One more question about the team. I noticed that Mr. Ray Gray has some interesting notes in his experience and training. It says leaving certificate education, second level.
That's page 7, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Currently doing a certificate in supervisory management, and he is the responsible man for production of sauce.
Yes.
Right. Don't you think that's not very great? That he's not trained in food safety?
I didn't say he's not trained in food safety. It actually says he's trained in HACCP PRP and he's a member of the HACCP team for 2 years. He's quite a good guy, and he's been working in another company and joined us approximately 3 years ago. And we found he was very good, and we brought him onto the HACCP team when he became a supervisor about 2 years ago. But he's good, and
I don't doubt it. I'm just asking.
yeah.
He's a good man.
He is. I have to say that, of course. Anyway.
Okay, I have a question about page 8, the closure. It lists here on step 6 that into assembly where comes sauce, vegetables, pasta and rice. And later on you mentioned that you soak rice in water, soak vegetables in water. So don't you think that's like a step for preparation?
Yeah, but that's done in module 2. The actual preparation and cooking of the product is done in module 2.
Module 2.
And what's happening here at step 6 is that the ready material is just being assembled now. It's been cooked and chilled as required.
So
And
do you
it's
have
just
a
being
separate
assembled.
flow chart for module 2?
I have, yes.
And
You
it's
didn't ask for it, but it's actually there. I can give it to you.
thank you.
Okay, all right.
So different flow chart. Well, that's good because
Say-
we're really worried that you are
Okay.
missing that. It's good
Say
that you-
another question if you want, there's anyone you want to pick.
Let me check. My colleagues asked a lot of questions.
Does
so-
any of the colleagues want to ask a question?
Yeah,
Yeah, can't wait. Come on.
yeah, we already discussed it, but you say it's in module 1, the unpacking. Yeah, no, the unpacking.
That's the unpacking of the.
Yeah, but module 1 is food intake and process for rice, vegetable and pasta. You don't mention meat or fish.
I think that's general in goods because module 3 is the general flow chart.
Yeah? And module 2 is just the sauce process. There's nothing to do with the vegetables.
Well, under module 1, it says that that's really all ingredients coming into the factory.
No,
Pardon?
on page 10, you say module number. On top.
Yeah, module 1.
Module 1, goods intake and process for rice, vegetable and pasta. Or is that just only the process for rice, vegetable and pasta?
The process for the sauces is module 2.
Yeah?
And the ready sauce then is ready to be used as part of the flow diagram for module 3 as part of the assembly. So as far as the module 1 is concerned, all of the ingredients and all the materials coming into the company come under module 1.
So goods intake is for everything, and then the process is for rice, pasta, and vegetables.
Sorry, I don't follow what you're saying.
It's maybe just the way of reading, but you say module 1, the goods intake and process for rice, vegetable, and pasta.
Okay.
Is it goods intake / and then process for rice, vegetable, and pasta,
Well,
or is it
it's and, yeah. Okay.
everything?
Okay. It means and, yeah.
But you
It's
don't,
both.
you don't
So what's the issue?
You don't have fresh meat, it's prepared meat. You have fresh meat only here. So once
Well, okay, it's a matter of possibly jargon, but that's actually fresh meat coming in, but it's prepared. It's normally cut in cuts that we purchase. It's not a carcass coming in. It's pieces of meat or chicken breast or whatever. So it's just our expression, I suppose.
Can I continue?
Okay, one last question, so we'll have to move on.
Okay, so I'm interested about allergens.
Okay,
So on page 12, you mentioned target consumer. Suitable for all age groups except infants and children under 2 years, not allergy sufferers and certain other allergy sufferers, product dependent. So you say that this is your target group, right? And then you say on page 13, allergens. Yes, including gluten, egg, fish, nuts, soya, milk, lactose, celery. Note, no products are declared allergen-free. Could you elaborate on this?
well, it's just that our products, because of the ingredients, some of them will have allergens present.
How do you know?
And, well, if there's fish there, it's an allergen. If there's gluten in the ingredient, it's an allergen.
So it's a guessing game.
No, we have an approved supplier list, and we go through a questionnaire with every supplier to see what's in the ingredient and if there are any allergens. Any allergens that are present then and are going into a particular product, this then has to go onto the final product label and is declared.
And
So- and-
when you have one production line,
We have 2 production lines.
you have 2.
There's only one used permanently, and the other one is used,
And which is
sometimes-
used
some
for
days.
which does not specify here.
Well, normally we will certainly do fish on one particular line.
Which one, first or
It's line
second one?
2,
Number 2,
number 2, yeah,
fish.
yeah. But we will sometimes use other, if we're short of production for sale, we will sometimes produce other product in line 2 as well, but obviously not the same
Which are
time as fish.
produced at line 1. So you produce,
We would produce extra under line 2.
and how do you clean?
Well, they'd be segregated, they wouldn't be done on the same day, so the whole line would be dismantled and cleaned and change over.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, we'll stop in terms of asking questions. Just one